Now, as many of you may know, Arrow is ending this season, so big sad. But that does give me an opportunity to talk about one of my favorite series on television, so worth it? Maybe? Who knows? Anyway, today what I want to talk about was my top 10 best Arrow characters. And I shall be doing a follow up video of the worst characters, but that's future me things. Anyway, let's begin with my number 10.
It's too late. It's time to say goodbye.
At number 10, I have Quinta Lance. Now, you might be wondering, who this? Some random ass bald guy. He is not a random ass bald guy because when the series started off, he was kind of Oliver's main foil. Let's just say that. I won't say rival, but that's not exactly true. He's a foil. Because he was a cop who's chasing after Oliver when Oliver was shooting dudes in the face. But he did eventually become Oliver's greatest ally, and that is important. Now, his story to me is very compelling because he lost two of his daughters, both of them got resurrected and everything, and this caused this man to have heart attacks all the damn time. Like, I am surprised he lived up to like season 7 because I really thought this man was gonna bite the bullet like in season 2. My goodness. Anyway, so he helped out Oliver. He's a pretty chill dude. I love the man. He's one of the best actors. I forgot what the dude's name is. Like Paul Blackthorne, I think is his name. He's one of the best actors in the Arrowverse, and that deserves respect. Except for the time he played a Nazi, because he kind of shot the one old man in the face, which wasn't cool. But other than that, he's a pretty chill dude. Number 10.
So it would be really great to not be distracted, you know?
Very true. I'll stay here to make sure you remain uninterrupted. Sister wife.
Okay.
So at number 9, I have Nyssa Al Ghul. Ra's al Ghul's daughter is like second one. Why is she on this list? Well, because she's a badass, hot ninja woman. Like, what's not to love? But for real, I actually really liked her. She was kind of, bitchy when she first met Oliver, but then, she still became his wife for like a season or two, which was actually pretty funny. But other than that, she was a pretty, valuable ally. She helped Oliver many times, and she's, I don't know. I just liked it. I just like her. She's pretty hot, and I think that's enough.
So watch my back.
That's what canaries do.
At number 8, I have Laurel Lance. Now you might be wondering which one, because there are two versions, technically. Technically, there's 3, but we're not gonna worry about that. My favorite is Earth 2 Laurel. Now, the reason why Earth 2 Laurel is here and not Earth 1 Laurel is because Earth 1 Laurel is boring as crap. But we're not gonna worry about that because we're gonna talk about Earth 2 Laurel. The reason why I like Earth 2 Laurel is because she actually has a character arc. She actually has stuff to do, and she actually has powers, unlike Earth 1 Laurel, who is boring. But she starts off as a villain on The Flash, whatever. She beats up The Flash for a second, then she comes over to Arrow. She infiltrates Arrow. She's a spy. She works for some bad guys. And eventually she, reunites with Quinta Lance, and they have this whole dynamic, which is actually love it. It's actually pretty cool. Sort of like a father-son, father-daughter, like bonding thing. And honestly, it was pretty compelling. One of the best relationships on the show. So, personally, I think Earth 2 Laurel is the best Laurel. But, that is just me. If you disagree with me, fine, whatever, I don't care. At least it's not the third Laurel, because she was boring as crap, too.
Looks like we're soulmates again. Ain't that something?
My number 7 pick is gonna be a bit controversial because I'm gonna put Deadshot on here. I might be wondering, what? Wasn't he dead in like season 3? And he was. You are right. He died, blown up with like a building. But I actually really love that man, and I honestly hoped that they would bring him back or make a new Suicide Squad or something. Now, the reason why I put him on this list is because out of all the Deadshots that we got, live action wise, he is by far my favorite. Because, you know, people are gonna be like, oh, Will Smith and Suicide Squad. That was just Will Smith being Will Smith, okay? I have nothing against Will Smith, pretty good actor, but that just was not Deadshot. You know, he was just some dude with guns on his wrists, okay? This is my favorite Deadshot. You know, I love the portrayal of his character. I love the fact that he's hella cynical. He actually did get shot in the eye. And his, you know, conflict with John Diggle and Deadshot killing his brother, actually pretty good. Loved it. But, yeah, that is just me. You know, you might like Will Smith. I don't. But, you know, this is my favorite Deadshot. So that's why he's on the list. Deal with it.
To the team. Thought you might like it back.
I don't need it. Plus, I think it should stay in the family.
Number 6 choice is Roy Harper, aka Arsenal, aka Red Arrow, whatever you want to call him. I was gonna put him higher on the list, but I changed my mind because he hasn't really been the greatest in this in these couple of seasons. He just sort of like shows up, does a thing, and then leaves. But I love Roy Harper. You know, his 3 seasons on the show, 3 full seasons. Actually pretty compelling, especially in season 2. And then he doesn't do drugs like he does in the comics, but you know, he still has a compelling story. His romance with Thea, you know, that's a thing if you're into that. And honestly, I was actually hoping for a lot more of him, but you know, it's alright for what we got, I guess. And now he's missing an arm, so maybe he gets a metal one and he's gonna be badass in the Crisis. So who knows? We'll see. You know, I hope he still is badass in the future, but maybe he's gonna be badass in the new Arrow show. Who knows? But yeah, that's my number 6 choice.
I think that you leave a trail of bodies every damn place that you go.
So my next choice is also going to be a bit controversial because it's John Diggle. Now you might be wondering, this is a bit low for John, but like I said, it's my list, so get off my back. Anyway, who is John? He is Oliver's best friend, chaperone, bodyguard, vigilante, compadre. He's a lot of things. And he's like the best sidekick or the best, like, best friend ever. This man is so wise. My goodness. Anyway, I really love him. Like, he himself was Arrow several times. So that should tell you something about this man. You know, he's incredibly noble. He has a family, man. You know, I just love watching this man. You know, just give him his own show. You know, make him Green Lantern. You know, I would not mind. You know, if I got a Green Lantern show with John Diggle, I would be like, hells yeah, I would tune in every single week. That sounds amazing to me. But anyway, he's on this list, so that's the most important thing.
So you killed them all?
Yes! They deserve to die! All of them! The way she died!
Next up, I have Malcolm Merlyn. Now, this is a character. She's gotta admit, he's the most ridiculous thing ever. I mean, I love this man so much. John Barrowman's performance, I just love watching this guy, to be honest. He's like so much fun. If you don't know, he is the Dark Archer, who is Oliver's like main nemesis in the comics. But here he sort of becomes Oliver's ally, kind of. But he's still kind of a dick sometimes, so it kind of balances out. But his first season, right? That was just amazing. This man's performance was like out of this world in season 1. You know, in later seasons he doesn't do as much as I would like, but he is still a lot of fun to watch. Like, just amazing. I love this man. But yeah, honestly, if he didn't die, I would love for him to come back. Like, bring him back in Crisis or something, like a different version of him. I would love that. So yeah, moving on.
I'm 10 steps ahead of you. You haven't even figured out what game we're playing yet.
Next up, we have Prometheus. And if you've watched Arrow Season 5, you'll definitely put this man on your list because hot damn. That man's whole performance was insane. He is like Oliver's Joker, to be honest. That is just amazing. He broke Oliver. He just looked like he was having so much fun, like torturing people. And his ultimate plan was just, it's like he has a quote, right? He's just like, I am 10 steps ahead of you and you don't even know what game we're playing. Just, I love that quote. 10 out of 10. I wish they would bring him back somehow. He was in Arrow season, what was this, 8? But, you know, he was a good guy. And I still loved him in there. You know, just, I love the actor. He brought like a hell of a performance to Arrow season 5. And I just love all these characters so much. They're so much fun to watch. Seriously, like, give all of these characters their own shows. Just amazing. I love them.
5 years ago, I made you a promise. Do you remember? Well, I'm here to fulfill it. I'll see you around, kid.
At number 2, we have Deathstroke, aka Slade Wilson. And this man is the epitome of badass, right? He is my favorite depiction of any of the Deathstrokes, even comics, TV shows, cartoons, doesn't matter. I just love this depiction so much. Hella badass. Anyway, he, if you don't know, kind of got into a squabble with Oliver. Basically, he took some drugs, became insane, tried to stab Sarah in the face, and then Oliver stabbed him in the face instead. And this became a whole ass vendetta thing about... Just go watch the show, to be honest. It's too much to explain. But when he came back in season 6 and just straight up murdered like 50 dudes by himself, that was the most amazing thing ever. And I would have put him at number 1, but number 1 is obviously Oliver, so, you know, whatever. But honestly, just Google his scenes on YouTube or something, because hot damn. Just amazing. I would love a show based on this man. Like, just have a show of him just killing 50 dudes every episode. I will watch the shit out of that. But anyway.
Guillermo Barrera, you have failed this city.
Moving on to number 1, which is, of course, Oliver Queen. Who would have guessed? But seriously, like, when that first episode came out with Oliver, right? And then I saw this man just breaking some dude's neck, I was like, instantly hooked. I want to know what the hell happened to this man on this island. Hella compelling. I loved it. I loved his character, except for in season 4, because in season 4 he was kind of a bitch. But we don't talk about season 4. Anyway, honestly, pretty amazing. Love the fight scenes, love everything. Just love the whole show in general, except for season 4. But yeah, honestly, as soon as the show's over, I'm just gonna rewatch the whole damn thing. But for now, this is it. That's my list. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you had a fun time. Hopefully you had a lot of laughs. But you know, thanks for hanging out, and I'll be seeing you maybe next week with top 10 worst Arrow characters. Whoo boy! Anyway, thank you for watching. Goodbye.